What makes a human being unstoppable? Is it talent, luck, opportunity? For Cristiano Ronaldo, it's none of these. His secret lies in something far more powerful, his mindset. A mindset built on obsession, discipline, and an unshakable belief that limits exist only to be destroyed. Cristiano Ronaldo was not born into privilege. He was born into struggle on a small island called Madeira, off the coast of Portugal. His family lived in a tiny home with barely enough to survive. His father was a kitman at a local football club, and his mother worked long hours just to feed the family. For many, that would have been the end of the story, a life defined by circumstance. But for Ronaldo, it was the beginning. Because even as a child, he refused to let his surroundings dictate his destiny. He was different. While other kids played for fun, Ronaldo played with a purpose. He was driven by something he couldn't yet explain, a hunger to be the best. His mother recalls how, as a boy, he would cry when his team lost. He couldn't stand defeat. To him, losing wasn't just a result, it was a challenge, a message that he needed to work harder. That's where his mindset began, not from success, but from the pain of wanting more. At 12, Ronaldo left his family and home to join Sporting Lisbon's academy in mainland Portugal. It was a bold move for a boy so young, but he had already made up his mind. He knew he had to sacrifice comfort to chase greatness. The first nights were hard. He cried himself to sleep, homesick and alone. But even through those tears, his determination never broke. Instead, it hardened. He told himself, "One day, I'll make them proud. One day, I'll be the best." That voice inside him, the one that refused to quit, would become his greatest weapon. Ronaldo's mindset was built on two pillars: belief and discipline. Belief that he could become extraordinary, and discipline to turn that belief into reality. When he trained like a man possessed. While others did what was required, he did what was unimaginable. He stayed late after practice, repeating free kicks, perfecting sprints, building strength. His teammates would leave exhausted, while Ronaldo stayed, chasing perfection that didn't even exist. Because for him, improvement wasn't an option. It was an obsession. Even at 15, when doctors told him he had a heart condition that might end his career, he didn't let fear win. He underwent surgery, recovered, and was back on the field weeks later. That's not just courage, that's mindset. The kind that refuses to surrender, even to the body itself. Ronaldo's obsession wasn't just physical, it was mental. He studied the game like a scientist. He watched hours of footage, analyzed defenders, perfected angles. He built his career like an engineer builds a skyscraper, with precision, purpose, and relentless effort. When he joined Manchester United at 18, the world saw flashes of brilliance, the step-overs, the flair, the speed. But behind the scenes, he was crafting something greater. Control. He wasn't satisfied with talent. He wanted mastery. Sir Alex Ferguson once said that Ronaldo's greatest strength wasn't his skill, it was his attitude. He never stopped wanting to improve. Every criticism became fuel. Every doubt became motivation. The more they said you can't, the more he proved I can. He turned pressure into energy, hate into hunger, and doubt into drive. At Manchester United, his evolution was rapid. He transformed from a young showman into a ruthless finisher, faster, stronger, sharper. In 2008, he won his first Ballon d'Or, but even then, he didn't stop. Because Ronaldo's mindset isn't about reaching the top, it's about staying there. That's what separates the unstoppable from the ordinary. When he moved to Real Madrid, the expectations were enormous. A record-breaking transfer, a world watching. Many would have crumbled under that weight, but Ronaldo thrived on it. Pressure didn't scare him, it inspired him. His time at Madrid was more than just trophies, it was transformation. He became a machine, a force of nature, scoring over 450 goals for the club. Every goal was a result of obsession. His diet was strict, his training was relentless, his focus unmatched. Teammates told stories of him showing up first to training, leaving last, and even demanding extra sessions after victories. That's not arrogance. That's the pursuit of excellence. For Ronaldo, Greatness isn't an act, it's a habit. Every single day, he chooses it. Whether it's in front of 80,000 fans or alone in the gym, his standard never changes. He doesn't train to prove others wrong. He trains to prove himself right. The true depth of his mindset can be seen in how he handles failure. When Portugal lost crucial matches, when he missed penalties, when critics tore him apart, he never complained, never blamed. He worked. He always came back stronger. In 2016, when Portugal reached the Euro final against France, fate tested him once again. Early in the match, he was injured and forced to leave the field. For most players, that would have been devastation. But Ronaldo didn't sit and sulk. He became a leader on the sidelines, shouting, guiding, pushing his team from the edge of the pitch. That night, Portugal won their first major international trophy. He didn't score the winning goal, but his presence, his fire, his mindset, they lifted an entire nation. That's what makes him unstoppable. He doesn't let circumstances control him. He controls his response to them. Even as he aged, Ronaldo refused to accept decline. He reinvented his game, adjusting his style, maintaining peak physical shape long after most players faded. At an age when others retired, he was still breaking records, still scoring, still defying time. That's the Ronaldo mindset, a belief that limits our illusions. He once said, "If you don't believe you are the best, then you will never achieve all that you are capable of." It's not arrogance, it's conviction. It's the understanding that self-belief is the foundation of achievement. Because when you believe deeply enough, you find the strength to do the impossible. His life is proof that success isn't magic, it's mindset. A mindset that says, "I will not give up. I will not be outworked. I will not let doubt define me." Every drop of sweat, every early morning, every sacrifice, it all adds up to one truth. Greatness belongs to those who never stop believing in it. Cristiano Ronaldo is more than a footballer. He's a living example of what happens when a person dedicates every fiber of their being to a dream. His body is the result of training. His career is the result of skill. But his legacy, that's the result of mindset. He's not unstoppable because he's perfect. He's unstoppable because he never stops trying to be. In a world full of talent, Cristiano Ronaldo proved that mindset wins every time. He showed that no matter where you come from, what you have, or what people say, if your mind is unshakable, you are unbeatable. That's the real power behind his journey. Not just the goals, the trophies, or the fame, but the unbreakable mind of a boy from Madeira who decided he would become the best. And he did. Because Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't chase greatness. He creates it one thought, one sacrifice, one relentless day at a time. That's the mindset that made him unstoppable.